So the difference between the programming that you have carried out in computer application and the programming in the CAD practical, the basic difference is in computer application program, the output was finding a prime number out of a series of number, or multiplication of two numbers, or multiplication of two matrices, or some design calculations like finding stresses, finding strain, etc., etc. So basically you are using the C language for mathematical operations. You were mainly performing the mathematical operations in that computer application practicals. But here in computer aided design CAD practical, your output of the program will be in the form of graphics. It won't be a number, और दो चीज को मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया और उसका आंसर जो है वो प्रोग्राम दे रहा है. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. The output of the program, once you compile it, once you run it, the output of the program will be in the form of graphics. Graphics means once you run a program, then the output will be in the form of some geometrical entities like line, circle, ellipse, parabola, etc. Okay? So that is the basic difference between the C programming that you have done in computer application practicals and the C programming that we are going to conduct in the CAD practicals. So that is the basic difference. So in CAD practicals, you will require a graphics or the compiler which supports the graphics file, whereas in computer application, there were no such requirement. So my first request to you is to check whether your C compiler supporting the graphics.h file or not. So can you check it and tell me whether your compiler is supporting graphics.h or not? So you please check and reply in the chat box. Actually, don't reply by unmuting yourself because I don't have a speaker with me, so I cannot hear you. You can reply by typing in the chat box. You please reply in the chat box. Don't unmute yourself and speak, because this is only one-way communication, because speakers are not available in the CAD lab. Presently, I am sitting in the CAD lab and the speakers are not available. So kindly bear with me and put your queries in the chat box only. So please check whether your compiler is supporting the graphics file or not. So have you checked? Okay, if you are not able to check, then what we will do? You type the program, you compile it, you run it. If your compiler is capable of running the graphics.h file, that means you have the compiler that we require, and if it is not, then you need to upgrade it. Okay, so So we will start the today's practical. So first practical is based on the DD algorithm. So experiment number 1 is to study. एक मिनट. So in today's practical, we will be starting experiment number 1, that is study and performance of DDA line generation algorithm by using C language. So before moving on to the program, first you need to recall the algorithm, because unless and until you recall the algorithm, unless and until you don't have an algorithm in front of you, you cannot write down the program. Because writing a program is just converting an algorithm in the form of the programming syntax. Okay, so the basic logic of the algorithm will remain same. We just have to convert the algorithm in the language syntax. Okay, so first we will recall the DD algorithm, how it works, what are the various variables that we declare, then what are the variables that need to initialize, what are the calculations, how the uh, pixels are being plotted, how to stop the loop. So all these things we recall it, and then we start writing the C program. Okay, so for that I'll just take you to the DD algorithm. Okay, so here this is the line generation algorithm using DDA. Okay, so this is line generation using DD algorithm. The step number 1 is declaration of variables. Okay, so first step is declaration of variables. So here we declare xa, ya, xb, yb. So all are integer values. These are the endpoint coordinates of the line. So xa, ya is the start point coordinates, xb, yb is the endpoint coordinates. Then dx and dy, that is difference of x and difference of y coordinate, or xb minus xa is equal to dx and yb minus ya is equal to dy. Then dno is a common denominator that we have already seen. So dno is a variable which is a common denominator. Then the incremental values of x and y is declared as x incr and y incr. So these are the incremental values of x and y. Then x and y, these are the two variables in which we store the current value of x and current value of y. So these are the two variables that we use. Then I is a loop counter. So I is a loop counter. So we know that pixel plotting is iterative work, and for doing the iterative work we need to use a loop, and I is a loop counter. Okay, so these many variables that we require during the algorithm or during the program, that is xa, ya, xb, yb, dx, dy, dno. So these are integer numbers, and float numbers are x incr, y incr, x, y. ये है float numbers और I फिर से integer number है. Then initialization, read XA, YA, XB, YB. That means we need to call these variables from the user. Okay, so we need to call the variables, we need to call the values of XA, YA, XB, YB from the users. So that is initialization. Then these are the calculations. Dx is equal to difference of x coordinate, xb minus xa. Dy is equal to yb minus ya. Then we need to assign the values to the Dino. And how to assign the values to the Dino? We assign the values to the Dino by comparing the absolute values of dx and dy. So if absolute value of dy is less than absolute value of dx, यानी dx और dy में से जो बड़ा वाला वैल्यू है वो वैल्यू जो है Dino को असाइन हो जाएगा. Else Dino is equal to absolute dy. So if dx is greater then Dino is equal to absolute dx, and if dy is greater or equal to dx, then the value of Dino will be dy. So in this way the values to the Dino are assigned. Then once the value of the Dino is assigned, we calculate the x increment and y increment values. So x increment is equal to dx upon Dino, y increment is equal to dy upon Dino. Okay, then we start plotting the pixels. So initial value of x is xa, initial value of y is ya, and loop counter I is set at 0. Then put the loop over here, put pixel round x. Now here x and y are declared as float values, and we know that there are no fractional values of pixels, so it is necessary to rounding off x and y values. So here round x, round y, and then calculate the value of x. X is equal to x plus x increment and y equal to y plus y increment. So in every loop counter, every iteration, we need to add the values of x increment and y increment in x and y coordinates respectively. Okay, and this loop will continue till value of I is less than or equal to Dino, and there the algorithm stops. Okay, so this is how this algorithm works. Okay, now we will convert this algorithm in the C program. Okay, so we will convert the algorithm in the C program. So for that we require C compiler. So I will take you to the C compiler. Meanwhile, if you have any query, then you can put your query in the chat box. किसी को कुछ पूछना है? Okay. Now I will take you to the C compiler. So are you able to see the programming platform of C compiler? Okay. Okay. So here echo आ रहा है. Okay. Now the first thing that you have to do at the start of the C program is to include the header files. Okay. Always include the header files at the top. So what are the header files that we require for graphics application? So first is, and what are the syntax? Hash include. This is the syntax for including the header files. Hash include. First is stdio.h. That means we are using the standard input output devices for writing this C program, and that is why it is necessary to include the stdio.h header file. The next thing we require is include console input output on io.h. So this is the second header file that we require. Then include math.h, because we are using the various mathematical operations such as addition, multiplication, so division, and to recall the multiplication operations, division operations, we need to include the math.h header file. And this is the new file that you are going to include in the CAD practicals, which otherwise you have not included in your computer application programming, and that is graphics.h file. So hash include, that is graphics.h. So this graphics.h file is very, very necessary to have a graphical output. So without having the graphics.h file, you cannot use the graphical functions that comes under graphics.h, and you cannot have the output in the form of graphics. So this is very, very important header file. Then we start the program to void main, to type void main. Then the opening curly bracket. Now from here we write down the algorithm in the form of program. So first is declaration of variables. So here also we declare the variables. So declare the variables as per the variable type. So first is integer. So xa, ya, xb, yb, tx, ty, deno, and I, that is loop counter. So these many variables that we require in integer form, and then there are certain variables in float values. So float, and which variables we need to declare in float? That is x increment, xincr, comma, yincr, comma, x, comma, y. So these many variables we require in float form. Now, so here completes our declaration part. So we have declared all the variables of the algorithm in these two statements. Now, after that, since we are using graphics.h file, so we need to detect certain graphic files from the folder. So for all the programs whose output is in the form of graphics, the next two lines are very, very important. Unless and until you include these two lines, you can't have the graphical output. If your compiler is not supporting graphics.h file, that is because of the absence of certain files in your compiler. Okay, so the next two lines that I am going to write is absolutely necessary to have a graphical output, and all the CAD practicals which are based on C language, that will have these two lines in all the program, and that is integer GD equal to detect, comma, GM, and then init graph ampersand GD, comma, ampersand GM, comma, C colon double slash PC double slash BGI. So these are the two lines which you need to which you need to include in all the programs whose output is in the form of graphics. And unless and until you include these two lines, you cannot have an output in the form of graphics. And what are those two lines? That is integer GD equal to detect, comma, GM, and init graph ampersand GD ampersand GM, C colon double slash TC double slash BGI. So here integer GD equal to detect. So GD stands for graphics driver. So first we need to detect the graphics driver from the folder, and we need to initialize the graphic mode. Okay, so GM stands for graphics mode. GD stands for graphics driver. So you need to initialize the graphics drivers, you need to initialize graphic mode to have the output in the form of graphics. Okay, so this ampersand GD ampersand GM, and then C colon double slash TC double slash BGI. This is the path in which these graphics drivers are stored. Okay, so this is the path C colon double slash TC double slash BGI. This is the path in which these graphics drivers are stored. So that path we need to give in the program. Okay, तो C ड्राइव के TC में TC नाम के फोल्डर के अंदर एक BGI नाम का फोल्डर है. वो BGI फोल्डर के अंदर सारे ग्राफिक्स ड्राइवर्स जो है वो स्टोर्ड है, और ये इसका पाथ जो है यहाँ पे देना होता है. So once you have written these two lines, then we move on. Now the second step in the algorithm is initialization. So initialization means calling the variables from the user, and which function we use to call the variables. It is printf and scanf statements. Okay, so we use printf statements and scanf statements for calling the variables from the user. So here also we write down the printf and scanf statement. Printf in double inverted bracket, enter start point coordinates. Enter start point coordinates. So this is the message that will pop up when you compile and run the program. Okay. End every statement of the C program by using a semicolon. Then scanf. So what is the syntax for scanf statement? So scanf in bracket, double inverted commas, percentage. Now here the start point coordinates are given by XA and YA, and if you see that we have declared the XA and YA in the form of integer, so it will be %d. Okay, %d दो वेरिएबल्स है XA एंड YA. सो दो वेरिएबल के लिए 2% d यूज करना पड़ेगा. तो %d. Okay, then comma, then what are the variables for start point? It is XA and YA. So it will be ampersand XA, comma, ampersand YA. Similarly, we will call the endpoint coordinates, because to draw a line we should know the start point as well as endpoint coordinates. Okay, so in the first printf scanf statement we call the start point coordinates. In the next printf scanf statements we will call the endpoint coordinates. Okay, so printf enter end point coordinates. Then scanf so again the endpoint coordinates are given by XB and YB, and both are declared integer. So again it will be %d. So had it been a float value, then here we need to declare it as %f. Okay, but since here we declare it as integer, so we will write %d. So ampersand XB, comma, ampersand YB. Okay. So here completes our initialization step from the algorithm. We have called the start point as well as end points from the user. Now next is to do the calculation step. Okay, so in calculation we calculate the value of dx and dy, that is difference of x and difference of y coordinates. So calculate dx. So dx is equal to xb minus xa, dy is equal to yb minus ya. Okay. Then next is to assign the value to the deno, and to assign the value to the deno we use if statement. So if we compare the absolute values or mod values of dx and dy, so if abs absolute जो है mod के लिए हम C लैंग्वेज में abs absolute यूज करते हैं. So if absolute dy is less than absolute dx, then deno is equal to absolute dx. Okay. So this we are going as per the algorithm. So in the algorithm we have compared the mod value of dx and mod value of dy, and whichever the greater out of dx and dy, the greater value will be assigned to the deno in the form of mod, okay, absolute value. Else deno is equal to absolute dy. Okay. Now once the value to the deno is assigned, now it's time to calculate the x increment value and y increment value. How? X increment INCR, x INCR is equal to dx upon deno, and y INCR, that is y increment value, is equal to dy upon deno. So we have calculated the x increment and y increment value. Now we start plotting the pixel. So the initial value of x will be xa, because we start plotting the pixel from the start point coordinates, and the initial value of y is ya. Then after that, put the loop. So in algorithm it is written loop, but algorithm, as I said, is a generalized term. You need to select the loop as per the programming language. Now here we are using a C program, and the loops available for C programming are while loop, do while loop, for loop, etc., etc. So here you need to select any of the loop to develop the logic in the algorithm. So I will use for loop over here. So for loop, what is the syntax for loop? So for loop, first you need to set the loop counter at the 0. So I equal to 0, semicolon. Then next is to put the loop stopping condition, where the loop should stop working. So loop stopping condition is the loop will continue till value of I is less than or equal to deno. Semicolon. And then we need to give the incremental values of loop counter. In every loop counter I की वैल्यू 1 से बढ़ना चाहिए, तो यहाँ पे आएगा I plus plus. That means increase the value of I by 1 in every step. So this is a syntax for loop. Now put the statement under for loop, give curly bracket, opening bracket, Then here put pixel. So put pixel is a command which will give the instruction to the cathode ray tube of the monitor कि कौन से जो पिक्सेल्स है वो पिक्सेल्स एलिमिनेट करने हैं. इसका इंस्ट्रक्शंस जो है ये पुट पिक्सल स्टेटमेंट देता है. सो पुट पिक्सल राउंड एक्स राउंड वाई, अपना जो एल्गोरिदम में लिखा है वी नीड टू राउंड ऑफ द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स, राउंड ऑफ द वैल्यू ऑफ वाई. बट इन सी प्रोग्राम फॉर राउंडिंग ऑफ we use the function called floor, FLOOR, floor. So floor means round off the value of x. So floor x comma floor y comma. अब यहाँ पे जो पुट पिक्सल कमांड जो इलेक्ट्रॉन गन, जो कैथोड रे ट्यूब मॉनिटर के अंदर जो इलेक्ट्रॉन गन रहती है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन गन को इंस्ट्रक्शन देगा. तो ये नंबर के कोऑर्डिनेट्स, ये नंबर के पिक्सेल्स एक्स और वाई, ये कोऑर्डिनेट्स पिक्सेल्स जो है ये इलिमिनेट होंगे, ग्लो होंगे. लेकिन उसका कलर क्या रहेगा, ये कलर जो है ये कलर भी आप डिसाइड कर सकते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई विल गिव द कलर एज, इसमें कलर कोड है 1 नंबर का कलर जो है मुझे एग्जैक्टली याद नहीं है कि 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 इतने 7 कलर आप दे सकते हो. तो मैंने 5 नंबर का कलर सिलेक्ट किया. लेट अस सी कि ये 5 नंबर का कलर कौन सा कलर है. जब आउटपुट आएगा तो हमको पता चलेगा कि ये 5 नंबर का कलर कोड कौन सा कलर है. तो यहाँ पे ये डिजिट देना जरूरी है जिसका वैल्यू 1 to लेके 7 के बीच में रहेगा. ये जो है ये कलर कोड्स है. ओके, हम ये कलर कोड जो है प्रोग्राम रन करने के बाद 2-3 बार चेंज करके देखेंगे कि इसका जो है आउटपुट पे क्या फर्क पड़ता है. देन x is equal to x plus x increment, so x INCR, and y is equal to y plus y increment, y INCR. So here our for loop completes. So close the curly bracket for for loop. Then get ch. So we want the user, the values to be entered from the keyboard. So that is why the get character, this function is used. And here completes our void main. void main का जो opening curly bracket है वो यहाँ पे हम close करेंगे. So in this way we have finished writing the program. Now what we'll do, we will compile it. टोटल 32 लाइन्स का प्रोग्राम बना है. सो वी विल कंपाइल इट. सो हियर यू कैन सी दैट zero warnings, zero errors. That means this program doesn't contain any error. So now it is time to run the program. So we will run it. Now, once you run the program, here it asks that enter the start point coordinates. So we will enter the start point coordinates as say 25, 25, and that means XA is 25 and y is 25. So start point coordinates are 25, 25. Then उसके बाद पूछता है कि end point coordinates. So end point coordinates मैं देता हूँ 400, 400. अब यहाँ पे आप 2, 3 and 6, 7 इतनी छोटी वैल्यू नहीं दे सकते. क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये इतनी बड़ी स्क्रीन है, ये इतने बड़े स्क्रीन पे अगर आपने इतनी छोटी वैल्यूज दिया तो वो स्क्रीन के ऊपर लाइन दिखाई भी नहीं देगी। इसलिए कोऑर्डिनेट्स जो है वो रिलेटिवली आपको बड़े रखने हैं ताकि आपको स्क्रीन के ऊपर लाइन दिखाई दे। ओके, so we have entered, sorry, one second. We have entered the start point and end point coordinates. Now we will put the enter. So here you can see that a line appears on a screen. Okay, so this line appears on a screen. अब यहाँ पे आप ये सोच रहे होगे कि इसका जो स्टार्ट पॉइंट कोऑर्डिनेट है वो 25,25 है और एंड पॉइंट कोऑर्डिनेट्स ये 400,400 है। तो जैसा आप ग्राफ प्लॉट करते हो तो ये लाइन जो है ये बॉटम लेफ्ट कॉर्नर से चालू होके टॉप राइट कॉर्नर तक जाना चाहिए, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है। इसका जो स्टार्ट पॉइंट है ये टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर है और एंड पॉइंट जो है ये बॉटम राइट कॉर्नर है। तो इसका इसका रीज़न इसलिए है कि ये जो आपका स्क्रीन है, आपका जो मॉनिटर है, इसका जो ओरिजिन है, ओरिजिन पॉइंट, ये जो है आपका टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर, ये ओरिजिन रहता है। टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर जो है आपका, ये आपके स्क्रीन का ओरिजिन है। यहाँ से आप राइट के तरफ जाओगे तो पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सिस है और यहाँ से आप नीचे की तरफ डाउनवर्ड जाओगे तो वहाँ पे पॉजिटिव वाई एक्सिस है। ओके, सो यहाँ इसका जो ओरिजिन है ये टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर का होने की वजह से आपको 25,25 टू 400,400 लाइन ये इस तरह से आपको दिख रही है। इसमें हम एक डिले डालते हैं ताकि आपको पिक्सल बाय पिक्सल इसका जो प्लॉटिंग है वो आपको अच्छे से दिखाई दे। इसका पहले कलर चेंज करके देखते हैं। हमने 5 डाला तो हमको एक वॉयलेट पर्पल कलर का लाइन दिखा। तो यहाँ पे अगर मैं 6 डालता हूँ, तो यहाँ पे मैंने 6 डाला, अभी इसको रन किया, यहाँ पे अभी 25 400 400। हाँ, तो अभी ये जो कलर आया है ये ब्राउन कलर में आया है। तो जैसा आप कलर कोड चेंज करोगे उस तरह से आपका जो लाइन का अपीयरेंस है वो चेंज होगा। इसमें अगर मैं 3 डालता हूँ, तो अभी मैंने उसका कलर कोड 3 किया तो आपको यहाँ पे एक स्काई ब्लू कलर का या ब्लूइश कलर का या सियान कलर का लाइन जो है यहाँ पे दिख रहा है। सो इन दिस वे the color of the line, appearance of a line can be adjusted by, can be controlled by putting the different digit in the put pixel statement. Now I want some delay. I'll put delay over here. I want delay of say 100 milliseconds. Now I'll run it. Okay, you cannot put the delay over here. So this is how an algorithm is converted into C program by using a C language. तो आपको यहाँ पे कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हो. इसको आप सेव करो, फाइल, इसको आप सेव एज करो. यहाँ पे आप नाम दे सकते हो आपका. आप यहाँ पे रोल नंबर दो, अमित 00 एक्सपेरिमेंट 1 अंडरस्कोर DDA. सो इस तरह से आप इसको सेव करो. ओके, तो ये आपको बराबर दिखाई दिया, समझा क्या किया हमने? यस. ओके ओके ओके, राइट 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 राइट. सो आपको अभी एक चेक करना है कि आपके पास जो कंपाइलर है वो कंपाइलर में जो है वो ग्राफिक्स फाइल को सपोर्ट करता है कि नहीं है, ये आपको चेक करना है. ग्राफिक्स फाइल को अगर आपका सपोर्ट करता है तो आप अपना ये प्रोग्राम जो है वो वहाँ पे टाइप करके एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हैं. ओके, तो अभी आपको ये थोड़ा सा समझ में आ गया होगा कि इतना बड़ा अपन मैथमेटिक्स क्लास में इतना मैथमेटिकल फॉर्मुलेशन, मैथमेटिकल डेरिवेशन दिया, एल्गोरिदम लिखा. तो ये मैथमेटिक्स यूज करने से एक्चुअल में लाइन कैसा बनता है, तो आज के प्रैक्टिकल सेशन में आपको थोड़ा सा समझ में आ गया होगा कि ये जो कैड सॉफ्टवेयर्स बनाते हैं, ये जो डेवलपर्स है, अलग अलग बड़े बड़े डेवलपर्स है, ये कैड सॉफ्टवेयर बनाते हैं. तो वो कैड सॉफ्टवेयर बनाते समय जो बेसिक लाइन अगर ड्रॉ करनी है तो उसके पीछे किस तरह से वो लॉजिक डेवलप करते हैं, तो ये इसका जो नॉलेज है, ये नॉलेज आपको आ गया होगा अभी. या कोई भी ग्राफिक फंक्शन ऐड करना है किसी कैड सॉफ्टवेयर में तो उसका अप्रोच क्या रहना चाहिए, ये आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. तो सबसे पहले आपको जो है मैथमेटिकल डेरिवेशन करना होता है, फिर उसके पीछे का लॉजिक डेवलप करना होता है, उसको फिर एल्गोरिदम फॉर्म में लिखना होता है, फिर उसको जो है उसको प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में उसको लिखना होता है. तो ये सब चीज़ें जो है ये आपको ये प्रैक्टिकल के थ्रू समझ में आ गया कि कैड लैब में अगर कोई ग्राफिक फंक्शन ऐड करना है तो किस तरह से करने का. ओके, तो आपकी कोई क्वेरी होगी तो आप यहाँ पे टाइप करो. So Saurabh says, I got an error. Will download graphics.h compatible compiler. Yes, without having a compatible compiler for graphics.h file, you cannot have that graphical output. जो हमने वो दो स्टेटमेंट्स ऐड किए, init graph एम्परसैंड GD एम्परसैंड GM, और उसमें फिर C:\TC:\BGI. तो जब तक आपके पास BGI फोल्डर नहीं है आपके सेटअप में, आपके इंस्टॉलेशन सेटअप में, तब तक आपका ग्राफिक्स आउटपुट नहीं मिल सकता. तो BGI फोल्डर जो है, BGI stands for Borland Graphics Interface. So unless and until you don't have the Borland graphics interface, you cannot have a graphical output in the C programming. Okay. So Ameya says, can you please show the output once again? Okay, Ame.